Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to A Clash of Kings with Elias Mormont by our side. Now, I stated in the previous episode that we would be attempting to do some quests, and we have arrived at the Septree, which is the first location to receive such a quest. So we will be heading in to the courtyard and be speaking to whoever it is that may dish out these types of quests. I'm hoping it will be something that we will not take too much damage on, as you see me with a little less HP than I would like, of course, but I had an encounter with some raiders, and I was not too pleased, shall we say. So, Elder Brother. The Father watch over you, brother. Have you come to help us in our time of need? I have. What can I help with? A company of our brothers recently returned from a journey to the Starry Sept at Old Town. Amongst the things they brought north was a relic of Baelor the Blessed himself, a ring said to have been worn by the king when he went to Dawn to rescue the Dragon Knight from the Pit of Snakes. But on the road, not far from Raventree Hall, they were attacked by Aegon Bloodborne, the outlaw son of Sir Aenys Frey. I thought he'd died years ago, but Brother Toman swore it was him. He stole all of the brother's supplies and goods, and the ring besides. Find him, Elias Mormont, and bring him to justice. There's been reports of outlaws close to the High Fall. Might be you'd find him there. I'll bring you his head. Yes, we will. Or we will attempt to do so, at least, to the very best of our ability. And, ooh, very nice scenery around here, I must admit. So, the Outlaw of the Crossing is the quest we have received. So, let's take a look at that. Okay, he's robbed a band of begging brothers. Okay, so has been seen near the High Fall. Perhaps you can find him there. Oh my goodness, or you can return to the elder brother and lie about killing Aegon, then claiming your reward. Why would I want to do that? Well, I suppose if you want to save time, but yeah, it might be, unsuccessful in telling him a lie, who knows. Maybe if you have high persuasion, that might work, and we have 2, so it's not entirely plausible, perhaps, but yes, anyway, the High Fall is where we have to go. Now, I'm not too good on my geography, because it is a huge map, but I'm hoping it's going to be rather close, which is over here, but it's looted. How dare you? Okay, well, let us head in that direction and hope that we don't come across any raider knights, which I saw a couple of moments ago before I started the recording. They were, let's just say, rather ferocious. They wanted to attack us very much so, as we do have quite a few levies, not too much else, unfortunately, so we might have a few problems if we run into them again, but I am pretty confident that we will not. So, let us speed up a little bit, make sure we can get over here in good time, and hopefully this being looted will not affect our chances of being able to do this quest. If it is, then I will probably cut away and I will head to the next quest location. So this is looted, but let's see here. The outlaws have been seen near the High Fall. Perhaps you can find him there. So in other words, I need to enter this and it's looted. That is wonderful. Oh well, that is unfortunate, but oh well. We are going to be heading on anyway and going to the next quest, and so I will see you there. Okay, so we have arrived here at White Harbor. Now, I think you probably remember this from our special feature, where it is just a little north of the Three Sisters fiefs, I believe. So, yes, we are now here, and thanks to the creator's tip on this, we are going to be speaking to Septon Gurmund. And he says, "Greetings, I am Gurmund, the septum of this part of town. I used to live in the castle, but alas, Lord Manderley does not take kindly to those who would filch saffron from his private stores. Yes. Do you have any tasks for me? Yes. He does, apparently. Lord Manderley had a raven a few days ago from Eastwatch by the Sea. We've been told to keep a watch out for wildlings. Cotter Pike writes that they've grown ever bolder." All very good, but how does that affect me? "We haven't seen any wildlings here for years, but we haven't had visitors from Hillhall in quite a while. It's been too long. Now that I think of it, I need you to go and take a look at the village to see if anything is wrong." "I suppose I can go and take a look. Oh, splendid. The village lies close to the Bay of Seals, north of Carhold. Should you find anything, travel back here and speak with Gerold. He's a recruiter for the Night's Watch, and he can take your findings back to the wall. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, I'll return once I've scouted the village. So is this just a scouting mission? I hope not. I hope we get some fighting. That would be quite nice, actually, to level up our levies. That is, of course, we don't come across anyone too powerful, because we do only have 20, and most of us are rather low tier. Now, I do know that the place we need to go to is... Oh, wow, I thought it was closer than this, but oh well, it seems... Yes, it is rather far away from where we are. But yes, I will cut away once again, and if we encounter any bandit parties that we may fight to hopefully level up a couple of our units, then I will cut back in that eventuality. So I will see you soon. Okay, so we have arrived at Hillhall, and unfortunately I didn't spy any bandits whatsoever, so yes, it seems the forests around here are rather sparse, although they might be avoiding us considering they would probably have a less powerful party to fight us with, maybe. Well, we'll see once we head in here. So, you arrive at Hillhall. We want to visit it, of course. Let's head in and see what is up over here. Oh my. Please don't attack us. Well, not me, at least. I'm all by myself. This is probably not going to work out too well if it's a 1 versus 1 fighting situation. That is for sure. But it appears that we have a frightened woman here, and we are going to be speaking to her. Who are you? Stay away from me. Are you mad? Really? Wait, we're gonna say, what happened here instead? Wildlings, my lord, they come during the night. Put the village to the torch. My name is Elias Mormont. Septon Gurman sent me here to scout out the village. Tell me where the wildlings went. I don't know, my lord, but they can't have gone far. Mayhaps they went for another of the villages. Greedy savages that they are. Maybe Goodwife Myra over at Barrowton have heard something. She's the biggest gossip in the realm. How is it that you survived the wildling attack? I hid in the top of that huge pine over there. Saw their savagery, though. 'Twas horrible, my lord, horrible. Goodwife Hannah must have been assaulted by 100 men, and her daughters were made to watch before their turn came. Oh my, very brutal indeed. Okay, well, let us see now, I suppose. Do we need to... we need to go to Barrowton, I think. That seems to be the way to do things. Fearful that wildlings may have attacked it. Well, I have done that, technically. Okay, well, I suppose I will be heading to Barrowton then. Okay, so we finally have a little bit of action in this episode, our first bit of action, shall we say, and we are currently assisting a caravan against the assault of some wildlings. So, we have 28, and 20 of those troops are ours, so I'm a little bit worried here, and we are against the enemy's 13. So, let us lead our troops to begin with. We will not charge in straight off, and we will see what kind of battlefield we are up against right here. Oh, very flat indeed, so that is good for horses, but I'm hoping that none of the wildlings have horses. We'll see, won't we? How many archers do we have? No one. One, actually. We have one. So, yeah. This might be a little worrying, shall we say? Oh my goodness. Okay, we are going to hopefully move closer. Stand closer, thank you very much. So that we can stop their horses. Yes, we stopped one at least. That is good. And now I can do some damage, or not any damage, to that fellow over there. Okay, let's take that guy out, or maybe not. How dare you? Okay, let's just charge them in, I guess. We will just take down these cavalry as quickly as we can. I will hopefully do some damage. Yes, there we are. Nice. 34 damage right there. Not too bad, considering I am using a wooden club still. So, yeah. Not too bad. Maybe if we defeat these fellows, we'll be able to loot, even though we are assisting someone. So usually the caravan, or whoever is concerned, will probably have better chances of gaining access to the loot itself. So I've just realized I have no shield and I'm running into some archers. That's probably not a good idea. Yes. Let's be a little cautious, shall we? Considering a looter put us down in the previous episode, that would have been absolutely terrible to relive again. I had to go through quite a few months of therapy after that, or Elias certainly did. Thanks to me. I apologize to him every single day. Well, at least maybe I will be able to get a kill here, and maybe we can take one of these guys prisoner. I did 31 damage there, but yeah. Oh, never mind. One of the northern levies did knock someone unconscious. However, I believe, considering they are a caravan, they will be granted access to the prisoners, as I said about the loot. So that is a little unfortunate. However, we do gain some relation with the north, which I suppose isn't too bad, and we also gain some 3 renown. So I suppose that's not anything to... Oh, we do get access to the prisoners. That's pretty good, okay. But yes, as I was saying, that's not too bad. So we can level up these guys, get some elite Stormlands man-at-arms. Wow, that's pretty nice, I must admit. And 1 wildling warrior to sell, and we do get access to the loot, so that is cool, because now we can wear some wildlings armor. Now, of course, this, in terms of role-playing, is probably not a good idea to wear, considering they are rather brutal, to say the least, and I am getting a rather nice shield, so I suppose I really shouldn't complain. Well, yeah, I suppose I'll just take all of this just to sell, and we need some food. Oh no, we don't. Okay, phew. Thought we only had this cheap fruit here. That would have been terrible, but never mind. There we are, that's good. Now we can level up a couple more of our forces here. I think... Shall we get some archers? I think we might want to get some archers, yes, because we did only have 1 in that fight, and I believe that belonged to the caravan itself. So, do need to be a little cautious of that in future, making sure that we have a good balance of units in our composition. So, we are going to be heading into the castle here, because I believe there is another quest. Now, I am on the way to Barraton, so I would like to check out that in just a minute. Now, here's Robb Stark. Hello, Robb Stark. You are looking very dapper today, aren't you? Oh my goodness. I believe... Oh, who is it now? Oh no. I think it might be this old Nan in the corner here that gives the quest. However, I could be completely wrong. So, who are you? I tell stories. Can you tell me about the Night King? Maybe? Okay, well, I suppose we will do story time, shall we? In the Age of Heroes, the Night's Watch chose their 13th Lord Commander. He was a fearless warrior, bold and brave. Once, when walking the wall, he saw a beautiful woman on the other side. Her skin was pale as snow, and her eyes burned with a blue glow. Lesser men would have felt fear, but he was without such, and he met her at the edge of the woods, and there they made love, though their skin was cold as ice. When he gave his loving to her, he also gave her his soul. After their union, he brought her back to the Night Fort, and there he declared himself king, and her his queen. And he ruled the Night Fort as his own castle for 13 years. Using vile sorcery, he bound the men of the Night's Watch to his will, and made them do his bidding. During those dark years, horrible atrocities were committed. In the end, the king in the north and Joramun, the king beyond the wall, joined their forces and brought down the Night's King, freeing the men of the Night's Watch from his hold on them. When the 2 kings searched the Night Fort, they found that the Night's King had been sacrificing to the others. The kings never spoke of what they saw, but it was decreed that the name of the Night's King may never be spoken again by living man. There are many tales about who the Night's King was. Some say a Bolton, others mention the Umbers. Don't you believe them? The man who became the Night's King was born here in Winterfell, the younger brother of the same king in the north who killed him. Oh, wow, there's some intrigue right there. Okay, well, no quests, but some rather nice storytelling, I must admit. So, I think it might actually be this fellow. Yes, there we are, okay. Yes, do you have any tasks for me? I do if you're man enough. Oh, okay. The bastard of Bolton has been wreaking havoc across the Hornwood lands. He forced Lady Hornwood to marry him. For his crimes, he has been sentenced to death. I need someone who can bring the king's justice to this monster of a man. Is there a reward? Indeed there is. A fair reward. Okay, I will bring the king's justice to Ramsay Snow. Very good, do this, and you shall be known throughout the north as a valiant man. There we are. I shall return once he's dead. Wow, okay. Well, we are picking up a lot of quests. Let's hope that we can complete one, maybe. And there's some wildlings here. I would like to fight them, because we leveled up quite a few units in that last engagement. It would be nice, But first, I would like to check the tavern for a potential... Well, slaver would be nice, but I was going to say a companion. So, oh well. Okay, let's speak to Court, the slaver. Yes, I want to sell all the prisoners. 66 coins, not bad, I suppose. Sellsword Axemen. Not too sure on those fellows. Veteran Northern Pikemen, however, I think we might want to take. Only one of them? I'm looking for a little more than that. 3 of them? Yeah, why not? Only 96. Should we take this fellow as well? We may as well. Let's do it. Spend a little bit of cash. There we are. Okay, so let's head in versus the wildlings, and then I will cut away on our journey to Barrowton. So, I will give you nothing but cold steel, of course, and we will lead our troops. We have 23, and they have 13. And we are once again on a very desolate plain right here. Not too many hills, which is not bad, although we don't really have any archers to speak of, so I suppose we don't really have any disadvantage or advantage at the moment. Ooh, and once again, they seem to like to send their advanced scouts ahead, and as a result of that, I will be telling our infantry to stand closer, of course. There we are. I think we'll actually do that one more time, perhaps. So, formation, and stand closer. There we are. That will definitely prevent them from... Oh, wow. He just went right through. That is rather impressive, to say the least. And, oh my goodness, I took him out. Okay. Well, he must have been injured by our wall of infantry, which is always a good thing. So, let's try to get another prisoner here. 22 damage. I do have a shield now, which is always a good thing, but it does not appear that these fellows have any ranged weapons to speak of. However, that spear might very well... Okay, we took him out with 11 damage. Well, he must have taken a hell of a beating from our infantry forces right here. That makes me very pleased indeed. I was not expecting that, and it appears one of their unmounted horses is destroying our forces right there. Well, they are rather powerful, and... Oh, wait a minute. We do need to get our archer over here, and speaking of that, let us charge our infantry towards their archers and not stand there. That would probably be a bad thing. So let's be careful, shall we? Let's just go into first person here, put my shield up, and charge towards them, and hopefully not get killed by a headshot. There we are. He did some damage to me right there. Well, damage to our shield, as you can see. It's almost splintered and destroyed itself. Come on, let's do some damage now. You must realize that because my horse has taken a little bit of damage, and, well, 50% damage, not too much, but yes. It is moving rather slowly, so we do need to be a little cautious of that, getting caught and so forth. Now, I would really like to take down that last enemy, but, well, our forces are very eager indeed for the slaughter of wildlings. So, 4 renown is our reward, not bad, and we do get 2 to take prisoners, so that's, I suppose, pretty good. And, ooh, I like that. They are giving us a superior horse right here. I believe it is superior. Well, slightly at least. I would prefer one with a little more HP, but at least now... Oh, wait a minute. Yes, we do now have a horse that we can use for our companions. So I think that should be fine. Now, leather boots. No, that's okay as well. Now, are any of these shields better than what I have? Now, this shield does have a size of 162. Of course, I'm not entirely sure whether that is width rather than length, so I think I'll keep it, even though it is a cracked one, so let's take this one instead. And we'll take that anyway, just in case one of you say in the comments that the other ones are better, but oh well. Yeah, that will be fine, and I only have 2 spaces left, so that should be okay. So, there we are. Okay, so, on my way to Barrowton, I will be cutting away now, and I will be hopefully speaking to the slaver once more, and selling our prisoners. Okay, so we have arrived here at Barrowton, and we are going to be heading into the tavern to hopefully find the, well, good wife Myra. So let us speak to her and see what she knows about the wildlings. Have you heard of any wildlings being spotted? Oh gods, no, haven't seen a wildling since I was but a wee child. Big shaggy man he was, put an axe in the blacksmith's skull. Oh my. Do you know of any who might have seen or heard anything? Talk to my daughter Jess. Foolish girl. She's been talking to all kinds of travelers passing through. Been laying with a few of them as well, I should think. Ha. Oh my. Okay, so Jess, you've been most helpful. Where is Jess? Ooh, elite sellsword pikeman. Should we take some? 265 coins. Is that worth it? I think it might be. Let's take some, why not? Northern Levy? 72 coins. Not really worth it, I don't think. Okay, so... Oh, here is Jess. Okay, so let us speak to her. Okay, so... Okay, careful girl. Insolence is not a virtue. Forgive me, my lord. I did not see clearly who spoke to me. Your mother seemed to think that you may have heard about some wildlings. Yes, my lord, they come over the wall, Willem said, though Halbert said they sail across the bay. Then again, what do they know? Josmond said he'd heard Sir Helmond's steward talk about wildlings in the lonely hills, close to that old abandoned holdfast. Now, my lord, I'm sure you can tell me much more about these wildlings than any of those boys. Mayhaps you could tell me about them in the back of the barn. No, I don't lie with filthy peasants, yes. Oh, we gain honor. There we go. Very nice. It appears that they are telling us to head, well, back the way we came. Because we did fight a couple of wildling parties up here, so... a little strange. Well, I will be trying to track them down in the next episode, and just before we end this off, I am going to be leveling Elias up, of course, because he did advance to level 3. This is where it gets a little tricky, because I would like to get more strength, but our agility is severely low. But of course, we are only level 3, so I think I can take a few liberties right here. So I am going to be increasing our power strike, and hopefully that will result in a couple more prisoners for us to sell as well. We are going to be increasing our archery a little, and some one-handed weapon proficiency too. So I will wander around the land and attempt to find a couple of hints and tips on these quests, and I will attempt to find the perpetrators who raided Hill Hall. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.